Hello friends and welcome to the next hands-on session. Here we will see the part 2 of the concepts on lambdas that we have learned previously. So let's quickly start. For this we had to define a greet method which takes a single argument as of type string. So let's quickly define that. It is a public method. It doesn't return anything. Method name is greet. And it takes a string argument. Let's say username, right? And I say sysout hello world space, and I'll try to append the username that is supplied. To run this, I call it in the main method. I will do sysout. For this I will do I'll create an object of this class. Let me do that. And I will say obj dot greet, and the name I'll supply is Bijo Jacob. Let me just try running this. So perfect, there is nothing new. This is business as usual, no big deal. Just to show you the bonus tip, so let me just show you that. I will say string dot format of. As you can see, it has two arguments. I will say hello world, hello world, %s, and here I give the username. So as you can see, this is a more elegant way of passing arguments to the sysout, right? Let me just run it and see how it works. Perfect, I have the same result. So what is the task at hand? The task at hand is to convert this greet method into a lambda, right? So let's quickly do it as we did in the previous example. What are the rules? We have to remove the access modifier, the return type, and the method name. We are left with what? We are left with the method argument and the body of the method. How do you convert into a lambda? Just say add the arrow symbol and specify a semicolon at the end. So this is your lambda, which is equivalent. This lambda is equivalent to your greet method here, but as you know, a lambda has to be linked to a functional interface. Again, this is something that I have to cover just shortly, maybe after a couple of videos. So please bear with me again. Let me define this. So rather than doing this, I can do it a smarter way. I will say function. It takes a string, returns a string, and I say lambda obj. Let me just import this. Perfect. So in this case, I would have to define a lambda because it, rather than a function, it should be a consumer. I'll remove the unnecessary import. Yes, so this is my lambda. So friends, again, bear with me, don't get confused with this part. We will cover in great detail what is a consumer and what is a predefined functional interface. But for now, what we are interested is, okay, this method, we have this method in Java, and this method, which takes a single argument, is converted into a lambda, which looks something like this, right? It is exactly this. This has been converted to a lambda by removing this part of the method, right? So we have a lambda, something that we have already seen in the previous hands-on session, right? And how do I call it? I say obj dot lambda object dot accept of Visual Jacob with lambda, right? So let me just run this and see what is the output. So as you can see, I have this output. So far so good, there is no problem. Now let's apply the rules that we have learned to simplify this lambda quickly, right? Rule number 1 is we don't need to specify the data type or the argument that is passed, so we can remove it. Rule number 1. And this, my friends, is also termed as type inference. When we see functional interface, we will look into type inference in more detail. So rule number 1, let's get back. Rule number 1 is we can remove the data type. We have removed it, and our lambda is now less verbose. Let's try running it and see if it runs. Perfect, no problem, it is running perfectly. The next rule is if we have a single statement in the body of the lambda, we can remove the flower braces, right? So let's remove this. Let's just format it so that it looks neater. Okay, we have removed the flower braces. Let's run it and see if it is working. Perfect, it's still working. So what we have done is remove the data type and the flower braces. What is the next rule? The next rule is if we have a single argument, we can remove also the parenthesis. Will this work? Let's run it and see. Voila, perfect. It is working. So this, my friends, is a less verbose and a very readable lambda that we have written. Thank you. Hope you have enjoyed this video. We will see you in the next part of the lambda series. Thank you.